Okay, so why US market stock drop? Okay. All right, there are series of bad news. Okay, there are series of bad news for US stock market. Okay, so first thing is the US rating agency downgrade, right, the long-term rating from AA to AA plus. Okay, so with that downgrading, all right, at the same time the US market is also overbought, so the market maker, the institution, taking this opportunity to liquidate their position. So you have to understand, when the market want to sell down, they must find the reason. Okay, because why? Because they need to report to their management before they are selling. So the institution, when they are selling, is different from us. We can sell anytime we want. But for the institution, fund house, they need to get their management to approve, okay, before they can sell. All right. So secondly, like yesterday, okay, another rating agency downgrade US bank, one of the possible cut to the other. So there are series of the bad news keep coming. All right. So that's why I say, 当股票一直涨的时候，没有坏消息的时候， then 这些人做报道的人，他们会想出一些方法来把这个股票拉低，所以他们就会想出方法就是把这个不好的消息传发出去，然后听众或者是这些投资者看到的话，他们就趁这个机会卖出。Right, so this is normal. Okay, this is normal. Okay, because what's go up will come down. Although I mentioned the bull market is here in the US market, but the stock market will not go up in a straight line. I think every one of you, sometimes they will pull back. Okay, sometimes they will have a correction. So that's why now I think US market may enter correction, because based on the historical data, August and September is not a good month for the US market, especially September. Okay, so that's why the investor take this opportunity to reduce your position. So you have to be careful. All right, you have to be careful. Okay, and what about Singapore market? Okay, Singapore market, luckily our SGD is very strong. Okay, when Singapore dollar is strong, okay, STI is supported by SGD actually. Okay, why do I say so? You have to understand, all right, when our currency is strong, okay, the foreign investor, they would prefer to keep our currency, all right? And when they keep our currency, they are not putting the money in the saving account. They will put the money in where? They will put the money in the stock market. So that's why you can see that Singapore market is not dropping that much as compared to Malaysia. Malaysia, the stock market was crashing down, was in the bear market because of the ringgit Malaysia depreciation. Okay, but in Singapore, different. All right, so here actually we should thank our Singapore government, all right, which have a very firm policy to support our Singapore currency. All right, with that, you know, you can see that our property market price increase, our stock market is very stable. Okay, the bank is paying a very good dividend. Okay, because of the Singapore strong currency. That's why the investor keep Singapore dollar, and then some of the retail investor, they put their Sing dollar in the fixed deposit. Okay, because of the strong currency. So again, we should thank our government who have a very firm, what we call that, policy to help us, okay, as an investor, as a normal person, all right, at least we can make some living, okay, in Singapore. So again, Sing dollar, very strong, and it helped supported the STI and then give a good dividend from Singapore Bank. Right, so that is the reason why our Singapore market, although it's not going up aggressively as compared to last year. Last year was a good year, okay, but this year Singapore market was moving in a what we call that, moving in the sideways directions. Okay, go up, go down, go up, go down in a sideways direction, which is fine. Okay, but they are not dropping aggressively. Okay, they just, you know, pull back and then rebound, pull back and then rebound. All right, so again, because of the strong Singapore dollar. So next thing, okay, what will happen in the commodities? I think, as you know, commodities, especially the crude oil, has been increasing from the bottom at 76 at the $67 to $84. Okay, so so what happened is that when the commodity shoot up, okay, usually, okay, it's not a good thing for inflation. When the commodity shoot up, means that, you know, inflation begin to be stubborn. Okay, when the commodity shoot up, okay, the price, it means that the inflations is still stubborn. Okay, so that's why today or tonight the US inflation data is a very important data. If the inflation data slightly increase, okay, that may affect the stock market or add pressure to the US stock market. So that's why you can see that there are series of the bad news, downgrade from the US rating agency, and then followed by inflation data. Everyone is watching. If the inflation data is not favor the stock market, then it will add pressure to the US stock market. All right, so there are series of the bad news actually. So that's why they pull down the US stock market. But having said that, US market is already overbought. So it makes sense, okay, for the market maker, all right, to pull down the stock market so that every one of us can buy 啦。所以在这里想强调的就是commodities， OK， 就是这个crude oil 这些东西它的价格最近是大涨所以它的价格最近大涨的意思是说，有可能这个比较估值的通货膨胀有可能会来临了所以导致这个commodity 或者是 crude oil 的价格有点涨幅所以在这边今晚其实美国方面它会就是有一个这个通货膨胀的数据将要跟大家就是出炉了，所以如果它的通货膨胀不是很好的话，就是说如果它有稍微调高的话 then 当然是对股市方面会有一点影响了所以你可以看到除了这个rating agency 还有其他方面的不好的消息，其实是把美国的市场拉下。当然其中一个原因就是美国市场因为是太高了，或者是太贵了，或者是已经进入了这个超买区几个星期了，所以这一天或者是这个星期被拉下来，我觉得是合理的是合理的。所以如果你们做股票的话，尤其是美国股的话，你们要注意这些方面除了看图表的话。Alright, so these are the few information that you just need to take note for your decision making All right. So how long do the bull market usually last? Okay, because we talk about bull market this year. All right. Usually the bull market will last for around 2.7 years. So this time will that happen? Okay, this time will that happen? All right. Nobody know, but there are analysts mentioned that this bull market may continue. Okay, there are some analysts, okay, mentioned that this bull market may continue. But having said that, when the bull market may be continue, it doesn't mean that, you know, stock market will go up in a straight line lah. Okay, they will pull back as well. Okay， 所以其实牛市在美国方面哦，它这个平均率是差不多是2.7年了哈，around 2.7 years, alright. But will that happen this time? Okay, nobody knows. So later we look at the data. Okay, later we look at the data, and then you what we call that? You can do your own homework. Okay, and then so that you can make the right decision. Okay, so in US, right, there are actually 14 bull market since 1932. Okay, the longest one, the bull market was 11 years from 2029 to 2020. All right, so the bull market, when it comes, okay, usually most of the people will make money lah, even though not experienced investor also can make money. All right, so that is why, so don't be overexcited when you make money in the US market. Not because you are smart, it's because that bull market. Okay, so I want to say this is because I want you to remain humble. Okay, don't overtrade. All right, make sure you follow the rules. Okay, in case the market crash down like this week. Okay, so that you are able to reduce your position. Okay, so that's why that's my advice to you lah. And this is some of the corrections scenario, all right, or bear market. So usually when the index drop 10%, okay, we call it correction. Okay, and when the index drop 20%, we call it bear market. All right, so now the index is only dropped around 5%. Okay, so they are not entering a correction yet. Will they enter the correction or not? Okay, maybe yes or maybe no. All right, so that's why we have to be careful lah. Okay, 所以在这里想跟大家分享的话，就是说，如果是 correction 的话，通常我们是看指数啦。correction 的意思是说就是调整。调整的话，通常调整的状况index 指数是跌差不多是18%。到目前为止来说，美国方面纳斯达克差不多跌了5%了所以我们要看接下来这个纳斯达克是否会继续下跌。然后如果是这个熊市的话通常这个指数会跌差不多28%了这个熊市是去年去年的话是 index 都是跌超过28%。And bubble, okay, so will that be another bubble? All right, a lot of people asking, will that be another bubble? Okay, so usually bubble is purely based on speculation. Okay, purely based on the speculation, and then they don't base on the valuation. All right, for example, so if a company does not make money, but the price keep going up, then this is a speculation. Okay, this is a speculation. So if you look at dot-com bubble in 20 or 2000, most of the internet company, they are not making a profit. Okay, but the price keep going up. So when that happen, the bubble will happen because they does not based on the actual valuation. All right, even though in Bitcoin is based on the speculation also. It also based on emotion also. Okay, they does not based on the valuations of the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the price, who determine the price? Okay, that means the investor lah. the investor determine the price, not based on the actual valuation. So when they don't based on the actual valuation, then bubble will occur. So these are the thing that was happening last time. Okay, so this time, what will happen? Okay, this time will be different, I think, personally lah. Okay, because we look at the data and then we determines, all right, most of the company in the US, they make money because they are selling a product and because the company have the valuation. So that's why they are not based on the purely speculations. They based on the valuation. Okay, so that's why the stock market was going up recently. And in US market, OK， 最近这个美国市场或者是美国经济，它的 GDP 其实有涨差不多2.4%，所以上一季也是有涨，所以他们没有进入了这个经济衰退了很多人去年就讲到这个美国经济衰退，可是它没有发生，所以很多时候我就是说，不要看这个新闻太多你看太多新闻的话，你就不敢买进，就是因为很多人看太多新闻，去年看太多新闻，他们就不敢买进如果你不敢买进的话 ，OK，then 你又被这个新闻吓到其实很多人就是比较专业人士的，他们其实在去年10月份开始买进，而且我是在去年10月份也是告诉你们美国市场已经见底希望说你们也是可以买一些科技股票，你还记得吗？去年 ，alright， so that's why the US market stood up until last week okay, last week. So the bull market went up for around 8 months. Okay, until last week they begin to pull back. And this is because the US economic is still considered strong, all right? And then followed by S&P 500 company. They are making money and above the expectation, all right? So this is based on the data that has been released from S&P 500 company. And they are making money and their earning is above expectation. So in order for you to value the company, you must measure their revenue, you must measure their earning, okay? So that, you can determine, or the analyst will determine how much the company worth. So this is what I call valuation, okay? It's not based on the speculation, all right? The company is actually making money. If you compare with last time, .com bubble is purely based on the speculation. 所以这个是 S&P 500强美国公司这个是Q2 的最近的这个业绩报告显示说这个 S&P 500强公司他们的业绩报告都是超过这个 analyst 的 expectation 所以他们是不是 based on speculation， 他们是 based on valuation， 所以跟这个 bubble 2000年前的2000年的 bubble 不一样 OK， 2000年的 bubble 是因为是 purely based on the speculation， 所以这一次是真正 based on the valuation Alright， so 通常如果是 bull market 的话 OK， we buy the dip. Alright, buy the dip is when the price pull back. When the price pull back, then we buy the dip. Alright, but however, okay, stock market, when it is overbought, then you have to be what? Careful. It's always like that. Okay, because if you are not selling, other people will be selling. 虽然 OK 我们或者是我认为的话，接下来会是一个牛市，但是我之前也是跟大家解释过股票有上有下 OK 就是说如果你不卖，其他人会先卖先， then 你会变成最后卖出， so that's why 你还是要看图表来做决定。 So that's why my advice to you is that always look at the chart lah. Okay, because when you keep thinking about bull market, you always think that market will go up in a straight line, but market will pull back also. Okay, market will pull back also. So that's why you need to look at the chart to determine what is best for you. Okay, ma? So why I think next AI will be a big thing. 所以接下来我个人认为的话，这个 AI 或者是artificial intelligence 啊，会是一个大趋势哦。因为为什么呢？因为我们人生就是接下来我们每天都要靠这个科技来生活啊如果没有这个科技的话，很难生存下去了因为你可以看到，每一天你都是在用电脑，每一天你都是在用电话 ，OK， 我们跑不掉啊 ，OK， 跑不掉了，这个东西好像变成这个必需品。So it's like AI is going to be a next big thing, okay? Because if you look at our daily life, we need we need our phone, we need our computer, we need our email, okay, to do our business. All right. So all these are technology. Okay, we cannot run away from technology. All right. So that's why technology will be a next big thing. Okay. So if you look at this chart, right? Okay, last time Netflix, okay, need 3.5 years to hit 1 million user. But recently, the ChatGPT only need 5 days to hit 1 million user. So it's getting popular and popular and popular, right? So it's having said that is like become a necessity for us in our life. So 10 years ago or 20 years ago, we were talking about food. Okay, food is our necessity. But 10 years later or 20 years later, technology become our necessity. All right. 所以10年前或者是20年前我们讲这个食品是必需品嘛我们每天要吃嘛所以我们讲这个食品是必需品。可是10年过后20年过后其实这个 AI 科技这个东西会变成我们的必需品我们每天都需要它even though 你去医院的话，医疗方面的话，他们也是需要用到科技所以你想象一下这个 AI 接下来会是一个很大的东西。所以我的意思是说你要参与啦 ，OK？ What I mean is that you need to participate in this AI wave。OK？ 你要参与 ，right？ 参与的话，就是说你要看到一家，就是你要去做功课了哪一家公司有跟这个 AI 有关系的有联系的话然后你就可以考虑怎样参与它的股票或者是它的股市right? So that's what I mean, participate. And digital deflation is a key to profitable growth, right? So this is very obvious if you are a businessman. 如果你做生意的话，我相信你是知道。OK， 用科技使用科技能减低你的这个费用。OK， if you use technology, it may reduce your cost. Alright, which I think most of you agree if you are in the business or if you are working. Alright, so most of the people are still using email to communicate, group chat to communicate. So these are the technology that will speed up our communication, and then at the same time, okay, it will help us to sell our product more quickly as compared to last time, right? So when you are able to sell your product quickly, it actually bring down your cost, right? So this is what I mean. 所以整体来说其实 technology is a key of the deflations, okay? Because technology can help us to bring down the inflation. For example, the automation, if you look at the article, Tesla has been using AI technology to make their car. So this will actually reduce their labor cost. Okay, so that's why they are able to sell you a very affordable car to the user. So this is what I call deflations. And AI will continue to grow, all right, no doubt. And then company earning will improve due to the technology. 所以讲到这里的话，其实科技对这些大公司500强的公司是有影响的，因为他们的盈利会一直的涨，因为他们使用科技来帮助他们做销售，所以他们的销售 OK 一直涨的话 then 他们的股价就会越涨越高。So when the company earning improve, the stock price will improve also. So that's why I personally don't think that the bubble is coming because what happened is that the company that they have right now, they are making the real money. 所以他们其实是真正在赚钱因为他们利用了这个科技 right? So interest rate hike has slowed down, but recently the interest rate has been pop up again. 所以虽然之前这个通胀已经开始很明显的下滑了，可是这个星期这个通胀这个课题又在 pop up， OK？ 你可以看到原油开始大涨这个 crude oil 开始大涨，有可能这个通胀比较固执这个月份 ，so 我个人认为的话，如果这个通胀能保持的话 ，OK， 对股市来说会是一个好事了。当然，如果它有稍微上一点的话，有可能也是会对这个股市有一点波动。Alright, so overall, I think I'm quite positive for the market. Okay, bull market may continue in the second half. Okay, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. So what I mean by anything can happen, so you can see that the series of the bad news, the rating agency downgrade, the bank, US bank, the rating agency also downgrade, okay, the US credit from AAA to AA+, right? So you can see that anything can happen. So that's why you have to be flexible, okay? You have to be flexible and always look at the chart and then use price action for your strategy. 可以吗？ Right? So S&P 500还有这些 SDI index， 我们先看它的指数。So this is SDI index. So SDI index is very obvious. You can see they actually move in the sideways. All right, they actually move in the sideways. Right, and they are not dropping aggressively. They move in the sideways. What's go up, they come down. What's go up, they come down. All right. So now they are having a pullback. Okay. So we can see that they are having a pullback because why? Previously was expensive. So this few days, it pull back. Okay, maybe it's an opportunity to accumulate, right? Because Singapore market is quite stable as compared to other market. Okay, so every time when they pull back, it always gives us an opportunity to accumulate, right? Okay, So this time, although they don't pull back too much, but it looked like, you know, there is some rebound. 所以虽然这个孩子上个星期它有回调一些，可是这几天它有稍微一些反弹了哦。所以主力的话差不多是在3300 3400哦，我们说3400。So 3400 is a resistance, I think. All right. So this few days it begin to rebound a little bit. It's because why? Because of the bank rebound. Because bank announced a very good dividend. So everyone, especially in Singapore, who have Singapore dollar, they wanted to buy Singapore bank because they want to get the dividend. So before the X day, usually the bank stock will be going up. But after the X day, then you have to be careful. So 到目前为止来说 ，OK， 孩子的话，其实它有稍微一些的反弹了稍微一些的反弹，然后主力是差不多是在3400点 ，OK， 3400点 ，OK， 但是股息过后呢，如果股息过后的话，差不多是接下来9月的话then 你就要小心一些了因为通常现在人家买是因为他们要拿这个股息拿了股息的话，有可能他们就会开始卖了 ，alright? So what I mean, my view is that because Singapore Bank give a very attractive dividend recently, so I think investor take this opportunity to buy up the bank stock because they want to get the dividend. So after the dividend, they may sell, okay? They may sell. So you just need to be careful, right? After the dividend X day, okay, man? So next thing, S&P 500, all right? S&P 500 pullback, okay? This few days, all right? So as of now, they only pull back 2.8%, all right? They only pull back around 2.8%， 所以到目前为止来说，这个 S&P 500只跌了差不多2.2%，可是我们还是要看今晚啊。So tonight is very important night because of the US going to release the inflation data for July period 啦So if the inflation data is not favorable to the US stock market, of course, it will add pressure to the US stock market. But if you look at the chart, very obvious, right? The price is actually pulled back, okay? So this is a support level. So actually there was in a support level, all right? So if the tonight break, then the next support will be probably here, okay? We look at the 50-day moving average. So you look at 50-day moving average 50-day moving average support here, right? Somewhere around here. So these are the first support level, right? So the next support level will be probably here. Okay, so that's why I always say that the market is overbought. Overbought means that I always remind you to take some profit, right? Do you still remember? Overbought, okay? When the stock market is overbought, but it never dropped, it actually gives us the momentum. Okay, but the momentum is high risk, okay? High risk, all right? So that's why 股票之前就是说进入这个超买区的话，我是跟大家分享的话，就是你就要套利一些，或者是卖出，或者是减仓上星期二你有听这个98 interview 吗？我有讲到减仓reduce the position, all right? So that's why you can see the US market keep dropping. So tonight we'll see how the US inflation data, and then followed by Nasdaq component, 纳斯达克 component. So 纳斯达克 component 的话, right, so how much do they drop? They drop around 5.3%. Okay, 5.3%. All right, and then it was supported by 50-day moving average. So we'll see how tonight. So if the price continue to break below, then the next support level would be probably somewhere around here. Okay, so just need to be careful because August and September is not a good month for the US market. So if you can reduce position, all right, and then you can always buy back in a later time when the market begin to rebound 所以股市有上有下，所以不要太贪心，有赚的话就套利 ，OK， 减仓，所以到时候这个股票大跌了过后，你要再进场的话，其实你可以再进场，不需要太贪心 ，OK， 所以很明显现在都是开始大跌了有可能它会进入这个调整的状况 ，Alright， 所以我们先看今晚 ，OK， and then Hang Seng Index， so Hang Seng Index is still very disappointing, alright， last week or last 2 weeks I talk about US Hong Kong market, the Chinese government has actually announced that they want to they wanted to see a very active in the stock market, and that's why the price shot up, but few days later it come back down again, right? But I think the discussion from the Chinese government is still valid, all right? But just that, okay, we need to have be patient, because the signal already come out from the Chinese government, and we just do not know that when this signal or when this stock market is going to be moved. All right, so that is why if you have spare money and then you can wait, you can begin to accumulate some, and I know that some of you already accumulated long time ago. OK， 所以我也是知道说有些你们已经有是买了很久，可是它的股票还是没有涨 ，right？ So 你要明白说，美国跟这个中国都是大国，所以中国接下来会是超越美国了所以如果你是有闲钱的话，其实你要有耐心所以这个香港市场、中国市场你是要有耐心。因为你要了解说，其实全世界的股票包括这个日本、印度、韩国、美国 ，OK， 都在大涨，除了中国。所以我个人认为的话，肯定最后还是会轮到中国了肯定是会轮到中国，所以你们就要有耐心一点所以 if you have what we call that, if you have done your homework, and then you find out there are some very good fundamental company, you can actually invest okay, and then you got to wait patiently, right? I use the word patiently, okay, patient, you got to be very patient so that is my view, all right? So SDI rebound because of the bank, good dividend. So S&P 500 pulling back. All right. So Nasdaq also pulling back. And Hong Kong is bottom. All right, bottom. So these are my view, okay? Pulling back, okay? You can reduce the position and then wait for the rebound, then you buy back again. All right, so this is the index for now. So next thing, okay, year to date. 所以你可以看到这个板块的话，其实科技股还是占最优势啦 ，year to date，all right， 科技股。所以这个 year to date 的话，其实科技股还是占优势。但是如果我们看一个月份的话，会是怎样？一个月份的话，其实是 energy 在跑。energy 在跑的话，意思是说有可能这个 inflation 美国的 inflation 有一点涨幅了。Alright， 通常的话，你可以看到 inflation 大涨，就是这个 energy 的股也是在涨。Alright， 所以这个 inflation 在美国也有点固执。Okay，but it's normal. Alright， and then if you look at the technology in 1 month, technology was bottom. Alright. So what happened to the energy? Energy number 1, communication services number 2 in 1 month, healthcare number 3, number 4 is finance. Right， 所以你还记得吗？上一期还有几期我也是跟大家分享过，因为我有告诉大家这个 ID 的话这个科技股现在越来越贵你就要想办法套利一些，卖出一些，然后把你的钱放进去还没有涨的板块，你还记得吗？我有这样讲OK， 所以因为那时候 ID 这个板块已经太贵了，所以你们要套利一些，然后把你们的钱放进去还没有涨的板块 ，alright， 所以如果你看一个月份的趋势的话，其实 energy 在跑 ，OK， 还有我们看到这个医疗板块，还有这个金融板块 ，alright， 还有最后一个是排第5是 industrial 板块了。So these are the data will actually help you to make the right decision. Okay, which sector is expensive, which sector is not moving yet, so you can move your money from one sector to another sector. All right. So again, mastering price action cost. So currently, the mastering price action cost still have the subsidy up to 70%. From IBM grant, and then the remaining 30% you can claim using your skill future. So this class is different from other class. If you go outside, there are some people charge you $4,000 to $5,000. You need to pay full amount, no subsidy if you go outside. But if you come here, okay, with me, okay, you can get the subsidy up to 70%, and skill future you can claim remaining 30% using the skill future. And if you think about it, why must you pay full amount outside? You get what I mean? And if you can attend for using IBF grant and skill future, why not? Okay, so you think about it. So for those of you who attended this class before, if you think that this class is good, please help yourself, to share this class with your family member, your loved one, or your colleague. Because if you don't, okay, the skill future, okay, maybe will be taken back by the government, and the IBF grant is not permanent. It will be terminated by the government also. So that's why when the opportunity comes, you know how to grasp, okay, then the opportunity is you. And if you're still thinking, then the opportunity will go away. You get what I mean? So the skill set that you learn, right, it will stick with you forever. It will not run away. And you have to understand is that the class that you attended 2 years or 3 years ago may be outdated. So you need to be refreshed. So this time, okay, the market is getting expensive. Okay, market keep changing. Stock market is dynamic. So you have to come back and relearn. And this is the time for you to relearn. Okay. So 接下来的话，我的 watch list, okay, 扬子江 okay, 一直涨 alright, 恭喜你们。如果你们有买扬子江的话，所以你可以看到每一个星期扬子江都是在我的 watch list, alright, 你们有买吗？所以你们有买的话，请你 type yes 在那个 chat room 里面让我知道一下，让我开心一下。因为为什么呢？今天我做这个线上的研讨会是免费的。你要知道说免费这个东西不会持久了但是如果你们有赚钱的话 ，OK， 你让我知道，你 type 在这个 chat room 里面 yes， 然后我看到我这个线上研讨会免费的可以帮助到你的话，当然这个会是给我一个力量继续的做下去。All right. So what I mean is that although the webinar is free, all right, but free thing, okay, will not last. Okay, free thing will not last, all right. But if my webinar can help you, okay, especially the young Zhejiang, if you bought and then you make money, all right, you type in the chat room, you let me know, then it will give me some energy to continue. So what I mean is that I'm looking for a win-win situation, okay, like what I mentioned. All right. So what I give, okay, if you can benefit, then okay, I expect you to use our trading account to trade so that I can continue to do my best to share with you what is the best stock that I'm looking for. All right, okay, ma. So let's us watch, okay, see the stock. All right. So thank you, Ang. Okay, yes. Jennifer, yes. Alicia, yes. Okay. Lim, yes. Thank you. Chang, yes. Okay. Weng Chun, yes. Adrian, yes. Eunice, yes. Xiamen, yes. Stephen, yes. All right. So thank you everyone for your response. Okay. It actually it mean a lot to me lah, It mean a lot to me. All right. So 我们先看这个扬子江。So 扬子江会继续涨吗？ So how do you think? All right. So it looked like Yang Zhejiang didn't slow down. It still keep going up. All right. So are they in the new high? I think they are in the new high. All right. So what will happen? Okay. So my suggestion to you is that you can take some profit Take 10% or 20% profit. That should be okay. Because when the stock price going down, maybe you may have not chance to sell. So you can take some profit because now we are entering August and September. Market may be choppy, right? 所以到目前为止来说还是 OK 的。但是如果你要拿就是套利一些，也是会比较好啦我的意思是说，如果你卖一些是没有错的把这个钱有赚到的钱，然后拿去旅游了之前我是没跟每个人分享过，所以你赚到这股票的钱你拿去旅游 ，all right， 所以也不要太贪心 ，OK， 因为股票有上有下，最重要是你会懂得卖，很多人他不懂得卖了他不懂得卖的话会怎样 ？OK， 从赚钱变成亏钱，那个就不好了所以如果你现在有机会卖一些的话，你可以开始卖一些 ，all right？ Sembcorp Industry， so Sembcorp Industry also very strong, all right? So the price actually break through, okay, and then the price at the support level, okay? So will they rebound? How do you think? 所以 Sembcorp Industry 的话，它现在有 pullback 了现在是在这个支撑的价位5块8毛。所以它会反弹吗？你觉得如何？你觉得如何 ？OK， 所以我个人认为的话，有可能它会反弹所以这个 support level， 所以你们要的话，你其实可以买一点先 ，OK， 因为我们不确定它是否会180%反弹，你买一点就好。连接下来的话，如果它有反弹的话，你再加仓了可以吗 ？So overall, this stock is the popular stock 明星股So Sembcorp Industry 扬子江是今年的明星股了所以如果你抓到这个2只股的话就发达了，其他股的话你就不用缺了，你明白吗 ？Alright, so uptrend still intact uptrend still intact, and then followed by Keppel DC, Keppel Corp. Keppel DC. So Keppel DC I think still got potential. So now pull back already. 所以个人认为的话，还是机会可以买进。所以如果你们要的话，其实可以买一些 ，alright。所以如果它有再涨的话，可以再加仓了哦。所以这只股票的话，其实我也是看很久了，也是在我 watch list。它其实慢慢的涨 ，OK。So they go up slowly, alright. Uptrend still intact. So every time when they pull back is always opportunity. So now they are pulling back a little bit, alright. So actually, if you want, you can buy a little bit. So if you go up, if the price go up again, you can add position again, right? So uptrend still intact. Keppel Corp. So Keppel Corp also a very strong stock. Okay, so pull rebound from this support level. All right, and then currently the price move in the sideway. So like what I mentioned, sideway can go either way. Pull back or breakthrough. All right, so look like the price may break through. Okay, look like the price may break through. How do you think? Okay, how do you think? And next is food, SIA, Food Empire, SIA. So SIA, right? Sideway also. SIA also move in a sideway. So it looked like the price wanted to break through. So how do you think? Will the price break through? Look like the price may break through 了。哦，看它样子好像是会突破。看它样子好像是会突破。Because uptrend still intact, and the price didn't drop. Now, okay, they move in the sideway consolidation phase. So if they break through, then the price may continue to go higher. So the resistance is $7.60. Oh, so this is a resistance. Okay, ma. So Food Empire, how is it? So Food Empire, they got some rebound recently. I think got opportunity. All right. Actually, there is a setup for Food Empire. Okay. It's quite a nice setup. 所以今天你们有来的话，就是可以看到，其实 Food Empire 的话，其实是根据这个图表的话，其实是可以买进哦，可以买进。可是你要设这个止损呢，所以 need to set the stop loss. Right? Set the stop loss. Okay. So it look nice because the price is actually supported at what we call that at the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average, and therefore if you want to buy, you can buy. And then if you actually you bought, then you need to set a what we call that, set a stop loss. Okay, set a stop loss. All right. Okay, ma. So uptrend still intact. Okay, uptrend still intact. Right, uptrend still intact. And what else? 最近的是 Dyna-Mac. Okay, Dyna-Mac is coming back. So this is a small stock, Dyna-Mac. Right? So the uptrend still intact. So recently, this few days, they actually break through. Right? So when the price break through, the price may continue lah. Okay, the price may continue. Alright, 所以这个是比较小股哦，小股的话，但是它继续涨，OK，它继续涨的话，是一个好事了哦，而且最近也是有突破这个trend line，OK，而且它的 volume 也是有进来。And next thing is iFast. So iFast keep going up actually. How do you think about iFast? All right. So iFast keep going up, they never drop. Okay. Chances are they may go higher 了。OK， 所以 iFast 的话，虽然它有涨很多，可是它没有跌回。Alright， 涨很多，其实它没有跌回。Alright， 所以如果它没有跌回的话，then 有可能它会继续涨啊。Alright， 所以你们可以注意一下。So the price may continue to go up because they didn't drop. Right? So the price may continue. When is the resistance? See, resistance is somewhere around here. Right. 所以也是恭喜你们，如果你们有买到这个股票的话，其实之前也是有跟大家分享这只股票。So previously I did mention about this stock, okay? Because when the price actually break through the moving average and then also break through the what we call that the resistance, right? And then the price keep continue shoot up and didn't pull back. So when the price didn't pull back, that means the buyer are still inside. Okay, the buyer are still inside. All right. So what is your stock? Okay, what is your stock? Let me know what is your stock. So next thing 是 OCBC. 我们看 OCBC. So OCBC already went up. Okay. So this was the support previously. The support was here, right? So the support was here. And if you still remember, the purchase price was here. 之前. If you still remember, when you asked me, okay, I did mention the purchase price was here. Why? Because the price touches the MA and then they begin to rebound. MA begin to rebound. So that's why if you come back every week, then you will get this information so that you can make a decision, right? So will the price continue? I think maybe. Okay, maybe. All right. And DBS. So DBS also rebound strongly, and then they hit resistance, begin to pull back, right? And do take note about the dividend X day. Dividend X day, why the stock price go up is one of the reason is because the investor want to collect the dividend. So after the dividend, they may sell, okay? So you just need to take note the dividend X day and followed by UOB. Right, UOB. Right. So this was the support level. Previously, if you ask me when is the support level, all right, 26.42. So usually when we buy, especially a good company, we buy near the support level, all right? And then they begin to rebound. Right. So where's the resistance? Okay. So pull back a little bit, right? Back a little bit, right? May rebound, and then the resistance is around $30. 可以吗？ Alright. So 银行 ，OK， 如果你听我的 interview 的话，我有跟大家分享过，我还是看好银行的啦。新加坡银行是全世界最优秀的银行 ，OK。但是股票会上会下，所以如果是上一个月的话，银行是调整的话有跟大家说，但是调整的话，我也是有跟大家分享，调整银行股票调整也是给我们机会买进。你还记得吗？那时候 interview 9趴 interview 的时候，我也是跟大家分享，而且在上几个星期的 webinar online 的时候，我也是有跟大家分享。Alright, so take a look the stock. JD and Baba. This is a Hong Kong stock, is it? JD.com. So how do you think? So like what I explained, if you have spare cash, actually you can buy because the price is quite low. Okay, the price is quite low. All right, JD.com. I think most of you know the company. If you look at the chart, okay, the high was $104. So they dropped how much? They dropped around 70%. Okay, so now they haven't moved up yet. So 现在还没有跑。所以你现在不进的话 then 你几时要进？可是你要有耐心的等啊。So Hong Kong market, like what I explained to you, if you have spare cash and you can wait patiently, then you can buy lah because it's still very cheap and then the stock price is not moved yet. 哦，所以很明显你可以看到还没有跑。哦，如果它跑的时候你就来不及进了。Can 可以吗 ？Baba, so Baba, how do you think? So Baba begin to move a little bit, right? So Baba begin to move a little bit. So now the price is pulled back at the support level. Okay. So I think the price is still attractive 啦，哦，还是算便宜 ，right？所以同样的，你可以看到几只优秀的公司，其实它的价格还是没有跑。很多人担心是因为说，诶，被套牢这些东西，所以 that's why 我是说，你用闲钱呐，哦，用这个闲钱，然后你就要有耐心等哦，哦，可以吗？So it's not moving yet. It's still at the low price. Okay, it's not moving yet. Hong Kong Land. Hong Kong Land. What happened to Hong Kong Land? Hong Kong Land. Hong Kong Land 是哪一只？Oh, yeah, this one. Right. So how do you think about Hong Kong Land? So Hong Kong Land is not doing good. Okay. The stock is still downtrend. All right. And then the price keep going down. So what do you think? Will they rebound? Actually, not sure. All right. Actually, not sure. Okay. But like what I mentioned, they near the support level. Okay. So depends on your strategy. But personally, I will not buy lah. I think you know how I do things. I prefer uptrend stock. Okay. I prefer uptrend stock. When the trend is begin to turn around, then I buy. Right. But this strategy is different. If you want to catch the bottom, then you will have to expect if the price crash down further. All right. So you need to be prepared lah. Right. Although the price look cheap, okay, and near the support level, okay, yeah, you can see it actually near the support level, okay. But Hong Kong Land is a property. So you look at the entire market of the property. How do you think about property? So you need to think, okay, does property is a good prospect? Okay. Everyone talking about AI, everyone talking about technology, okay. So what about property? So property is a traditional business, all right. So it is up to you, okay. But for me personally, I will not buy lah, huh? I will not buy, right? Thai beverage. Thai beverage. So how do you think about Thai beverage? So Thai beverage also very slow. Okay. Thai beverage is also very slow. The support level is at the 54. So if you buy, then they hit the resistance and then they pull back again. Right. So it's a boring stock. Okay. 所以还是看你们要的是什么。Okay. 所以如果你买到这只股的话，虽然是 Thai beverage 跟这个啤酒有关系，但是它的股票没有动就是没有动，没有人买就是没有人买。Right. So it's a bit difficult for you to make money if the stock price is not moving. Okay. But if you are looking for I'm not sure is the dividend good. Okay. 它的股息是怎样，好不好？ Alright. So yeah. So the stock is still considered weak. Okay. ST Engineering. So how do you think about ST Engineering? Okay, will they shoot up? How do you think? Will they shoot up? Right. Although they has been sideways for quite some time. Okay. So now they are hitting the resistance. Okay, with the bullish candlestick here. Right. So the next resistance is probably somewhere around here. If they can break through. Okay. If they can break through, look like the price may break through 了哈，看它样子好像会突破了，有吗 ？Okay, because sideways for a long time. Okay, so this was the first attempt. Okay, but failed. This was the second attempt. Okay, again pull back a little bit. So this is the third attempt. All right, will they successful? Look like it may be lah, because the stock price is still above this what we call that moving average, and the price is also above the support level. All right, so it's quite positive. Okay, it's quite positive. Best world. Okay, best world. How do you think about best world? So 你觉得可以买吗？ Actually, not sure. If you look at the chart, very speculative. So that's why I say 每个人的做法都不一样。如果你问我的话，暂时还不会买先，除非if the price managed to break through the moving average, right? Break through the moving average. Okay, then you may consider. All right, then this is resistant again. All right. So now the price is still downtrend. Okay, so for me, I will wait for the price to have a clear signal before I buy lah. Okay, so now still downtrend. Okay, if the price can break above 50-day and then pull back, all right, and then you might want to consider. All right, so you need to use a strategy. All right, 所以你可以看到这个是很明显，如果你没有卖的话all right, so that's why I say selling is very important. If you buy this type of the stock, selling is important. If you don't sell, okay, what will happen to your stock? You are down by 40%. So you don't want that to happen, right? Okay, and very obvious, they give you chance to sell on the second time here, $2.50 resistance. So if you don't sell, okay, all right, if you don't sell, then again, maybe you become profitable trade become a losing trade. Is not a good way for us to invest lah. So you need to protect your profit. You need to protect your capital. 明白吗？好。 YTL Power. This is a Malaysia stock, is it? Malaysia stock. Right. So Malaysia stock, yeah, still good. Okay. Not pulling back, still very strong. All right. And there's no sign of selling also. Okay. There's no sign of selling. All right. So, but just be careful because what's go up will come down. You must know when to sell. Okay. So at least you can use 50-day moving average as a guideline. So for example, Best World. Okay. So Best World, if you don't sell, okay, crash down. All right. So YTL now is still good. Nothing to worry, but anything can happen. So when it crash down, break below 50-day moving average, then you might want to consider. Can? Okay, ma. HSBC listed in London, should I sell now or hold to wait for it to rise further? HSBC listed in London. HSBC. You can reduce position. You can reduce position and take some profit. Reduce position and take some profit. HSBC. This is a Hong Kong penny stock, is it? All right. Personally, I will not buy again because downtrend, super downtrend. Okay. So that's why I say if they can break through the 50-day moving average, break through, right, then you sell. So now still downtrend. We do not know how low can they go. All right. So unless they break through, then you buy. Okay, ma. Genting. Genting is not good. 所以云顶的话不是很好啊。All right. So you can see that Genting stock is at the very critical support level. So if the price continue to drop, they may go down further. Look like the stock price is very weak. Okay. Look like the price is very weak, right? And the price also break below the 200-day moving average. Okay. 通常的话，在200天下面的话，通常我们是不会去买它，除非它的股票有反弹。Right? So Genting still below 200-day moving average. Normally we don't buy, right? When the stock is below 200-day moving average because the stock is still weak. Okay, still weak. People are not buying. Okay, unless when they are rebound. Okay, at least above the 200-day moving average. Okay, so now I will not touch. Okay, Citrium. So how about Citrium? Citrium recently pulled back. Okay, so the support, where's the support? Support is somewhere around here. 差不多132. I think 0.132 is quite a good price to enter if you want to enter. Okay, because overall the stock price is still moving up slowly. All right. So the price is still moving up slowly. Okay. All right. So the strong support is very obvious is 0.132. OK， 可以吗？所以如果你怕它会继续涨的话，你买少许先啦。OK， 买少许，如果有继续涨的话，你再加，可以吗 ？All right， Citrium。Delphi. So how do you think about Delphi? Delphi become choppy, no? Delphi become choppy after the price went up so much. OK， 自从这个股票涨了很多，它的股票就变成比较波动比较大哦，它走横盘，所以会比较难赚一些。Alright， 而且最近的业绩报告也是不错啦，哦，可是它的股票没有 follow through。The price didn't follow through after the good earning. Okay, it pulled back a little bit, but you may want to continue to monitor. All right, so support level is $1.30. Okay, and the volume is quite big here. I'm not sure this is buying or selling, so you might want to verify that. You might want to check. All right, AEM. Okay. AEM, previously we did talk about AEM, right? But the price gap down, okay? The price gap down is because of the bad news from the bad earning from the venture lah, okay? Bad news from the venture. So it's very obvious the investor also worried AEM may have the, bad earning. So that's why they are selling, all right? So they are trying to protect their capital. Okay, so although the price is at the support level, okay, now the market is very weak, especially for semiconductor in Singapore. So you might want to wait after the earning. 可以吗？所以 EM 的业绩报告是几号？所以你们要 check 一下。所以，为什么这个 EM 也会大跌？是因为 venture 的关系哦，因为 venture 的业绩报告不是很好，所以导致这个 venture 大跌。所以我的个人认为的话，你还是等这个业绩报告出炉了，你才做决定啦哦，不然的话，如果业绩报告不好的话，它有可能会跳空下去哦。所以你等这个业绩报告出来的时候，你才做决定，可以吗？SATS. So how about SATS? SATS 15号有一个业绩报告，15号业绩报告 SATS， 所以你们要注意了哦。我个人是看好了长期哈，so long term for me I think for this stock got potential lah long term, but short term you see is very volatile, all right, because the company is not giving any dividend, okay, so that's why investors are not buying, but following year will they give dividend? 所以你们自己想一下 if you think about it, when they make money they will give dividend, so when they begin to give dividend the stock price will begin to move up. So I think now is the right time to accumulate but again the 15th of August is the earning, so that's why you need to take note all right, so I want you to make your own decision because I don't want to speculate on the earning, okay, but for long term I believe this stock got potential. I think you know that this is a good company, all right, and I also think that the price now is actually give you opportunity to accumulate 哦，可以吗？X 盆，小盆 all right, how do you think about 小盆 So this stock actually telling us that what's go up will come down 了哦。这个股票告诉我们哦，股票有上就会有下。So that's why you must know when to take profit 啦。Okay, you must know when to take profit. If you don't know when to take profit, then your profit will be wiped out, obviously. All right. So is this stock still got potential? I think still have potential. Okay, still have potential. And the support level, now the price is at the support level, 16.88. Let me see, will they go down further or not? So again, for your information, I talked about this stock when the price was pulling back here, right? I talked about this stock when the price was pulling back here, right? Then they went up 143%. Very impressive. All right. So that's why I say what's go up, okay, it will come down. So you must know when to take profit. So now here is a support level. All right. This is 50-day moving average. Maybe we change to 20-day. We see how. All right. So 20-day also break. 20-day also break. All right. So it looked like the price is going to have a pullback. Okay. So you might want to consider to wait. Okay. So will they drop until here before they rebound? How do you think? So if you ask me, obviously, I think the attractive price to buy is somewhere around $14.30. The attractive price. Okay. All right. 可以吗? So although this is a support level, but I do not know how strong is it. Okay. But if you think that it will rebound, depend on tonight. If you think that it will rebound, so you can buy little first. Okay. Then you add position if can go up. Okay. If not, then you might want to wait. 14.30 is the best. 明白吗？所以今晚我们还是要看今晚，如果它有稍微反弹，那你想进的话，你就进少许了，不要进太多，因为我们不知道它会继续涨。当然，如果你问我的话，最漂亮的价位还是14块3毛，会是比较漂亮哦。所以如果你在16块8毛买进的话，你买少许咯，如果你想买的话，买少许，不要买太多先。And then 你就观察，如果它有继续涨的话，你再加仓，明白吗？所以 buy little first. If you die must buy. You get what I mean? You buy a little first. Alright. So since we talk about 小鹏, we also talk new. Right. So new also I did talk about when the price somewhere around here. So the price actually shoot up. So what's go up will come down 了所以这个是很现实的股票，你不卖的话，其他人就会卖你不卖，其他人会卖，所以到最后你是会最后一个卖出了。Alright, it's always like that. So the support level is $12.35. Alright, $12.35. If the price continue to drop, then 11.20 cents. 可以吗 ？OK， 所以如果你看 RSI 的话，其实它还没有跌很多，所以如果是跌比较多的话，当然是会比较好啦。Right. So that's why I say a lot of investors still waiting and see, wait and see. So tonight inflation data is very important 可以吗 So we'll see how. All right, okay, let me move on to my slide. Okay, so this is the US unchanged. Now the market is pulling back. Okay, so these are the same stock that I still watching, and I will buy when the price pull back for this stock. And this is a Hong Kong EV is still my favorite electrical vehicle, Li Auto, Xiaopeng and New, right? Is still very attractive, and I'm waiting for the price to pull back before I buy in. All right, so put this stock into your watch list, and then if the price, you know, if you look at the chart and then hit the support level, okay, then you might want to consider. 可以吗? And all right, so next 2023 suggestion, again, like what I mentioned, don't look at the news, don't look at the newspaper, always look at the chart, okay, and then use price action to determine your entry point and the exit point. Most of the problem that retail investor have is always read the news lah. Okay, the news is always toxic. 所以很多时候散户他们喜欢看这个报章或者是图表，而且这个韩剧不要看太多了因为韩剧如果你看太多的话，你的情绪有时候会被他们影响了especially the Korean drama, okay? When you watch too much, they will affect your emotion. Okay, so that's why personally, I don't watch drama. Okay, I only watch movie. All right, so if you want to become a better trader, okay, so don't watch the news. So the solution to you, okay, 解决方案就是要用这个 price action. Okay, 为什么呢？我们要看图表。为什么看图表呢？因为图表是不会错的，因为图表告诉我们是这个 data 是 real data， 是真正的数据 ，OK， and then 你就用这个 price action 来 determine when to buy in, OK， when the price pull back, so when to sell when the price is too expensive, all right. So chart will not go wrong. The only problem that the retail investor have is because their opinion. Because when they read the chart, they will give their opinion to the chart. But do remember, your opinion is not important to the stock market, and the stock market will not listen to your opinion. 可以吗? So the solution is why looking at the chart? Because it will help us to spot the pattern. Okay, symmetrical triangle. It can break through, it can break down. So in breakthrough, we buy, breakdown, we sell. Okay, why it is more effective is because they show us the real data. You have to understand the stock chart is actually driven by the human psychology behavior. So if you can master the chart pattern, you can take advantage and then to make money from the normal people who are not looking at the chart. You have to understand also the stock market is designed in such way that, okay, to make majority of the people to lose money in the stock market. Okay, only a small percentage of the people make money from the majority of the people. 所以你要了解，所以这个股市它成立的时候他们已经想好了，就是要从大多数的人赚取他们的钱所以只有少数的人就可以赚钱。所以你要了解说，如果你跟这个普通人一样的话，你永远就不会可能在这个股市里赚钱了。所以你要用的方法就是 price action。为什么 price action 呢？因为 price action 是我们是看数据，看图表。图表你看这些蜡烛其实是真正的数据来的，有这个买卖的数据造成这个 candlestick。所以如果你看到这个 chart 的 pattern， 你会 OK 判断是否你要买进或者是卖出，其实是一个 advantage。 Alright, so that's why my suggestion to you or solution to you is to use the price action. And price action will actually help us to identify when to buy, okay, when the price pull back, And then it will also help us to identify when to sell, when the price is selling down. This is important because why? If you don't sell, people will sell. If you don't sell, other people will sell. They will sell, more faster than you. So this is what I call price action. 所以这个做法跟这个value investing 不一样。value investing 的做法就是买了放住then 就等几年。OK， 好像 Warren Buffett 的话，其实 Warren Buffett 的做法是很好，可是你要想一下 ，Warren Buffett 他是有很多现金，所以他可以做持股，他一下买就买几千万所以股票上的话，他可以等。But 我们个人的话，我们的现钱有限 ，our cash is limited. Okay, our cash is limited, right? Once you buy, okay, then you need to wait, all right? And in fact, if you are using price action, we want to make money from the stock market by looking at the chart because we know that we have a limited money. And that's why I would prefer to use price action. So let me share with you the 14 hours training, okay, online. So why this class is still online is because that we want to